Hi guys, this is Bianca back to talk to you guys about a new brush set that I just received in the mail. This particular set I got because I heard a lot of good reviews on it. To be honest, I was most interested in the brush belts. I remembered that I'd seen a brush belt that had a zipper that was designed by Makeup by Ren. I did like the brush belts with the zipper on it. So I went ahead and did my research and tried to see if this is something that I would want to spend my money on. The first thing that I was happy to see was the price of the brushes from Sedona Lace. They are much cheaper. I believe I paid $89.99 or $89, something like that. I'll post the prices on the down bar. This is the brush belt that it came with. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all zipped up. Okay, so I put this on yesterday because I was so excited and I was just walking around my whole house wearing my brush belt and the new brushes. Don't ask me why. And my boyfriend's like, what are you doing? This goes around your waist, or you can also maybe wear it around your shoulder to hold your brushes in this area. But it does look like this is all zipped up here. And the material is really good. I don't know if you can see it, but it almost looks like a leathery material, but it's not leather, it's faux leather. This particular brush belt goes for, I believe, $19.99 if purchased on its own. And if you buy the complete brush kit, it's $79, but if you get it with one of the brush belts, if you get it with the brush belt, then it's only an additional $10. This is what the brush belt looks like on the inside. I really like how you have a little slot here for business cards. I like this part right here where it protects the zipper. You can put all your brushes in there. These are all the brushes that came with the kit. If you look, there's a lot of compartments, and I like that little area there for the business cards, as I mentioned. It just looks very professional and very nice. I'll show you the brushes that it comes with. One of the ones that I was really happy about was this brush here, because I love, absolutely adore using this brush for fallout, or I like using it for highlighting. I like using it for blush. I say blusher. Okay, there. I said it. This is what it looks like. And it's actually very soft. I've used brushes like this in the past, to be quite honest, just generic brushes that always come with one of these, and they're never this soft. This is the FB01, as you can see there. So like I said, I like to use this for blush. I like to use it to set some highlighter in certain areas, and I definitely like to use this for smoky eye when you set translucent powder to avoid getting all that fallout on your face. This is really good to sweep it off with afterwards. I love this brush. The next brush in the kit is this brush here, which I really like. This is a Tulip Contour brush, and it looks like that. And this brush is FB03. And by the way, it's FB for face brush and EB for eye brush for this particular kit. This Tulip brush is very handy because it comes to a point. I hope that this will keep its shape. They do come with these little brush guards, which help you keep your brushes shaped, but oh, and I do have the dry and shape from Sigma, so I'm definitely going to use that for this brush. But I'm really happy with this brush because this is a little bit different. I was kind of eyeballing one of these brushes from Sigma that is what I want to get their premium kit. I have their essentials kit, and there is a brush that looks similar to this brush in their premium kit. So I'm very interested. That kit, the premium kit, comes with, I believe it's 15 brushes. I'm not quite sure. I'll list the information in the down bar. but that goes for about $163, which is pretty pricey. This was $89, and it has a few brushes that I was definitely interested in getting. The quality of this brush is also very good. It is extremely soft, and this right here is a Sigma brush, and to me, this one's a little dirty, but they have the same softness. This one feels a little softer right now, but I think it's because this one already has powder in it. I've been using it, and this one's not washed yet, so I can definitely feel the powder in the bristles. But this is definitely comparable, if not softer than the Sigma brushes, this particular brush right here. So this works well to apply blush. It works well for contouring, to get into these little areas here. Honestly, I can tell you right now that I'm going to use this mostly for highlighting. You can go down the bridge of the nose. You can go in specific areas because it comes to such a nice little point there. But definitely probably going to be one of my favorite brushes, along with this big fan brush. So already I'm very happy with my kit, just with the brush belt and those two brushes. That makes me very happy. Oh, and if you guys want to see just the comparison, this is the Sigma brush and this is the Sedona lace brush. The handles, the quality is a little bit better with the Sigma brushes, and the handles are pretty much this part here, the barrel. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it has the double, I can't think of words right now. I swear I don't know what goes on with me when I make these videos. But anyway, you see these two little lines here? It's like it's crimped to hold together, which means there's less possibility of this coming apart. So these, the barrels, whatever this is called, it's pretty much exactly the same. And same for this one right here. They are all also crimped right here. This is Sigma brush, and this one right here is also crimped. So as you can see, it's exactly the same. I do like the weight of these a little bit better for the Sigma ones, and I feel like the actual the brush handle is a better quality on the Sigma ones, but I'm not too concerned about that. Next brush I have here is the Tulip Contour brush, which is this brush here. And it is the FB05. And this is just a really classic brush. I like to use this for contour to get into those hard to reach areas. And I also particularly like this for blush. This is a really good blush brush, and it looks like that. A universal eye brush, which is one of my favorite brushes. So this is the EB09, and it looks like that. And this is what the tip looks like. This is one of my favorite brushes no matter what brand. I'm just going to show you, and these are dirty, so because I use them so much. These are my personal brushes. So they're pretty much the same. Keep in mind these other two brushes are packed with color. So you can see that this one here, which is Makeup Geek Pro Blending Fluff C433, it is exactly the same. From the head there, it's exactly the same as the Sedona Lace EB09 Universal Blending Brush. And these are my favorite brushes. This one right here is from Sigma, and it's the E25. I need to get the big version of this one. So blending E25, because these are my favorite brushes. You can go in the crease, you can blend color out, you can apply color onto the lid, you can get a little bit of highlight color and set it under your eyebrow, and this brush is perfect. You'd probably do all of your eye makeup with just this brush if you absolutely had to. The next brush in the kit is the flat synthetic brush, which is... It is the EB11, and it looks like that. And it looks like that. I tend to use this more for applying cream products. Yeah, I don't use this as much. I honestly don't. but it is good either to work with your concealer with it or to set cream products onto your lids, things like that. You can also use it to apply your eye primer onto your lid. So there's that brush. The next brush in the set is the synthetic blender brush, and it looks like this. And I really like the size of this brush. This is actually like one of the Makeup Geek brushes also, which I do like. I love these blender brushes. This is the Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush. And it looks like that. Do you see the difference in size? This is more densely packed. This is not as dense, but it's bigger. This is my favorite. I love the size. I love everything about this Sigma brush. But there is definitely use for this brush. The next brush in this kit is the Pointed Crease brush. And the Pointed Crease brush is really amazing. It looks like this. And this is the EB15. This is the Pointed Crease brush, and this is really good because it comes to such a fine point. I have two brushes that I can kind of compare it to that are handy here at hand at my grasp. This is the Pointed Crease brush. So this is kind of supposed to be similar. This is a Makeup Geek brush, by the way. This is a Makeup Geek Pointed Crease brush, and it looks like that. But if you see the Makeup Geek one, which is this one on the right, on my right, and this one here, it's a lot more pointed. Do you see that? You see that? There. You see how it comes to such a fine point? That is amazing. This one right here, if you put them side to side, you can see that they both come to a point, but look at the precision that you are going to get with the Sedona lace one. Another one, you're going to put them side by side. Supposed to come to a point. It looks way rounder in comparison to this brush. Definitely a good brush to look out for. I need to do an update on how I feel about the Makeup Geek brushes because I have had a chance to use these a lot. So I definitely will make a video and give you guys my opinion on those brushes. Next brush. The next brush is this brush right here, and it is the Sedona Lace EB17. And it is the Brow Spoolie Duo, and it looks like this. Now, this looks very similar to the Makeup Geek one. It is very, very similar. The one thing I do like about the Sedona lace, which is on top, is that this tends to be a little bit thinner, so you might be able to get a little more precision with the Sedona lace versus the Makeup Geek one. For personal use, I definitely prefer, oh, it's right here, and it is dirty too, you guys, because this is the brush I use the most. So it looks like that. This is the Brow Diva brush. You see the size. This is really good to carry with you. Also, you can get more precision with that tiny little brush there. In comparison to the Sedona lace, it's going to look like that. See the difference? Hopefully you're able to see that. But yeah, it looks like that. And the spoolie, the size difference. One thing I do like about this spoolie is it's a little bit firmer from the Sedona lace and the Makeup Geek brushes. Those two are almost identically the same. But look at the size difference. Can you see that? This is really good to carry in your purse. Most sets are gonna come with something like this. I use these also. I do. I use this side to separate the lashes, and then I use this to comb my brows. And the next brush is a bent liner brush, and it looks like this. And I have used bent liner brushes before, and this one's pretty standard. There's nothing spectacular about it. The Sigma collection that I got comes with this brush to line with, and also a little liner brush like this. These are both Sigma. So if you bent this one, it would probably be very similar to the Sedona lace, but this one is thicker, which means you can get more precision with the Sedona lace one, which is a good thing when it comes to eyeliner. The next especially when you're working on other people, to have that bent liner brush is very, very handy. The next brush is the Detailed Shader brush, which is the EB21. Okay, right there. And this is what it looks like. Beautiful little brush. This is really good. I like to use this brush to set highlight under my brows, to set a little bit of product in this area, to smudge on the lower lash line. I love this brush. It's all these little details when you're doing other people's makeup, especially, that you need to have these little brushes to get into them. And it's pretty densely packed, so that is amazing. e.l.f. carries a smudge brush that is kind of dense like that. It looks like that. You can see that it's a little bit taller with the bristles, but they're pretty much packed the same. And this one is, the width is smaller, so you can get into more detailed areas. So I love this brush. I use this brush all the time though, the e.l.f. brush. I love the dollar e.l.f. brush line. The angled detail brush looks like that. This is especially good for applying wing liner. Let me compare it to the small angle E65 Sigma brush, which is this one right here, and it looks like that. It is, I believe it is a little more angled, the Sedona lace one, and it's thinner. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is thinner than the Sigma brush. It's nice to have those two options depending on the eye that you're working on or whatever your eye shape is, but that's definitely a nice addition to my brush collection. The last brush is going to be the lip brush, which is great. This is not going to be in my kit, I guarantee it. This is going to be in my purse. So it looks like this. That's what it looks like when it's open, and mine works fine. It stays put. I particularly like this type of cap because I feel like you can load your lipstick on there and leave it in there, and when you're ready to use it, you can reapply or touch up your lipstick on the go. So that's what I like about this, and it's just so cute and so sleek. That was it. That was all the brushes that I got. Yeah, absolutely loving this. Loving the brush belt, which is the primary reason why I got the brushes, but now I'm just happy altogether that I got the brushes because it was such a great deal. $89 for all of these brushes. And I don't know if I talked about this. Hopefully I did. This is a foundation brush. I think I might have not talked about this. This is the foundation brush. It's pretty stiff. I didn't talk about it. It's pretty stiff. It's not too densely packed. So if you can see how the bristles move, it's like a really good, get a really good movement with that. So I feel like it has these kind of bristles. This is my Chanel brush. These type of bristles, which is a little bit different. I'm used to using like an e.l.f. Powder brush for foundation, which is a little too soft. Then there is the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush. It's very, very, very dense. If you compare these two, hopefully you can. You see how you can push that one? And you can hardly push that because it's so dense. I'm definitely going to try this out to see if it gives a smoother application or not, because honestly these Sigma brushes are really good. But for the price and everything, this brush is, seems to be pretty good brush. Yeah, that was really all the brushes now. I hope this review was helpful. If you are thinking about buying these brushes, buy them. I'm just totally satisfied with my purchase. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I hope this review was helpful. Bye-bye.